Alright, so here's another one of my videos, but I'm on my way to the event in Winchester, their first Juneteenth celebration. Shout out to Cusp for organizing the event and doing your guys' thing. And they're on a mission to make change happen. So awesome. Now, so today I was working and I watched Malcom X again for like the umpteenth time. But like, you know, every time you watch a movie or you read a book and you kind of like pay attention but you feel like you miss parts and stuff like that. So the part that like, there's that one guy who like, that behooved me. No. I'm sorry. The part that really baffled me was the very guy that Malcolm met in jail, that converted him, that trained him, that believed in him, ended up being the very person that betrayed him. Like, it just blew me away a little bit, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because when Malcolm, like, not even betray, I mean, like, just, but I mean, it was more than betrayal. I mean, like, it was just, like, they set the whole thing up. Like, they conspired with whoever reached out to them from the government to go ahead and kill this man, because this is what I gathered. When Malcolm was talking division and not really being one unity as a people, like, as, you know, black people, they were like kind of okay with that, because there was a division between what MLK was teaching and what Malcolm was teaching, right? Like two polar opposites. But when Malcolm realized that Elijah Muhammad was a do as I say, not as I do type person, and Malcolm, like, the one thing that I thought was just captivating about Malcolm X is, like, no matter what it was that he was doing, like when he was a thief, he was an all-out thief. When he was like converted, he was full on in. And so whatever his heart like got involved in and was like enthralled in, he went 125%, I mean, above that. Like, he was in. And so one, it was hard for him to believe that the very people that helped him and groomed him were the ones that were betraying him. And then two, when he like separated himself from them, or was trying to, and then he went on that trip to Mecca and had another revelation that he had been pushing the wrong thing. See, he came back and he had a press conference and he apologized for what he had been speaking, and he said in his press conference that he wanted to reach out to other leaders that he had most likely offended, and hopefully that they forgave him, so that us as a black people could unify and be on the same page as to where we want our economics and everything to go. And that's when he became severely dangerous. And that's when the setup happened. So, like, I wanted to touch bases on that because I'm hoping that it's different. But it seems to me that anytime black folks literally decide we're really going to do this together, we are infiltrated and coerced into betraying one another. And I want to make this video because that is a huge problem to even fathom again, because just like we know, they may not have confirmed it, but like, I watched a documentary on MLK's killing, and you know, they're saying that it was a setup from within. And so again, I'm gonna say this, to remember, Judas kicked it with Jesus. regularly. He was one of the 12. So we just got to be careful. I'm not saying that you can't trust everybody, but the Bible clearly states that the heart is desperately wicked and deceitful. And who can know it but God? So we have to know that we have to forgive people. We have to back each other, but we have to still know there's a possibility of somebody betraying us. And I just wanted to say that. I had to say that because, like, Malcolm's murder, like, and here's the thing, like, people, like, don't even mention Malcolm like that unless it's the stuff that he said prior to coming back from Mecca. But the stuff he said when he got back from Mecca, my goodness, you guys, like I'm gonna have to go back and just start quoting him. I mean, he was ready. He was ready to talk to MLK and to join forces. Could you imagine what change would have transpired if Martin Luther King and Malcolm X became a unified front? Man, like, we would not be here in 2020 fighting for the same thing that they are fighting for, that they fought for back then. Like, there's no way that would have happened. And they knew that. That's why they had to kill that man. And so I want to make sure that everybody's out there trying to make changes, trying to do the thing. But we really got to, because there's a lot of leaders out there in our community. There's a lot of people putting in work. There's a lot of organizations. And y'all, we got to be careful. We got to be careful, y'all, because people are easily bought, okay? And history has proven it. So I am on my way to this event. I'm really excited. I'm just really excited. I love it. I think this is fantastic. Actually, it's not even what I think. This is fantastic. But I had to go ahead and rewatch Malcolm X, because their significance, even if the stories aren't fully, like, told and they're missing parts, like, just what is told, that's a little scary, y'all. It's a little scary to think, you know. Then I watched Selma the other day, and I was like, when they killed when the white folks, I'm gonna say white folks, I'm not racist, but I just gotta make it, I don't want to say Caucasian, I don't know, when the white folks came and joined, you know, to, like, go do the, like, walking over the bridge, and then, you know, he prayed and he turned and walked away, but then they killed that pastor, and the white dude said, I quote, and I may be wrong, but he said, "You gonna learn what it's like to be a nigga in this state." Dang. And then they killed him. And so, remember, there's things that's passed down generationally, and that can be hate too. I mean, some things are embedded in people's DNA. I have friends that are Caucasian that are losing family members, like, as we speak, for defending, you know, treating black people like human. I mean, I just can't believe, like, I'm watching these movies and they're back in the 50s and the 60s. And you guys, it's really baffling, mind baffling, that we are going through this in 2020. So please understand, there is the illusion of inclusion. There is facts, okay? And what I want is that you guys not to be alluded to feel like you're included. I watched another movie, I gotta remember this name, where this lady who was a janitor was working for this state representative, and found out that she was taking the educational funds and misappropriating them and not putting them in the inner cities where they can be educated and be safer. And she went up against this woman, and this woman that they voted into place, y'all, They voted her into place. The woman that they voted into place, the woman that they entrusted to have their best interests at heart, the woman that they would go in front of and plead their cases, the woman, I keep saying that, the person, I'm not going to say woman, it could be a woman, man, but the person that they entrusted to have their best interest at heart was the very person that was keeping them down. I don't know. I mean, that movie, and it's a true story. It really happened. Like, this happened. And this woman, I gotta get this name because I really want to get in contact with her, because she really put herself out there, you know, for that. But I really want to talk to her about a few things just to see how she did it and what, like, what's come of it. And I think she's got like a program and everything. But anyways, to find that out, and the woman was African American. She was one of us, and she was doing that to her own people. So, you know, like, we vote people in, we think because they look like us, they like act like, I mean, that they're for us, and a lot of times they not. So you have to have some discernment, okay, in your interactions with folks. You've got to have some discernment, because if you don't have discernment, you're going to get played. You're going to get played, okay? And I don't want nobody getting played, because, like I said, we already got played enough. I mean, I was sitting there watching Malcom X, and I'm still going to refer back to the movie. I'm listening to the things that they are talking about and all the issues, and I'm like, we still got the same issues. How, you guys? How do we got the same issues? That's just heartbreaking. Why are we going through this whole cycle? Because we haven't educated each other on what happened before. So our lack of knowledge has allowed that to happen again. So how many times are we going to stop educating our kids, passing down stories, passing down knowledge? How long? How long are we going to continue in this perpetual cycle of begging people to treat us like humans? How long? So I know that there's people waking up and they're like, I can't believe this, and I'm so sorry, and I don't need sorry. I mean, sorry, thank you for even saying sorry, because you don't have to. You don't have to say sorry. You don't have to acknowledge that there's something wrong. But my goodness, just to see the fight, you guys, the fight. Now I watched a video of like slaves talking about what happened when they were let go. And I mean, like, how can you hate a human race so much? How can you hate an individual so much? How is it embedded in your heart to just hate that much? So I am going to get off of here because I got to get some ice, because it's hot out here, and I'm going to enjoy myself a little bit out here. I'm not going to stay out here all day because I got work to do, and my son didn't come with me today. So this is shot on Sunday, the 21st, but I'm really going to upload it either tonight or in the morning. But I want to just remind everybody that we have to have discernment. Sometimes the very people that you're trusting will be the ones that betray you. Jealousy and envy rises up in people, and if they don't know how to check it, it will drive them. And those are two spirits. They're two spirits. Jealousy and envy are really bad, because they will drive you to kill. And we've seen that. Like, they drove that man to get Malcolm killed. They drove those people to get MLK set up. Like, you know, it's just, there's some strong spirits, and when those enter, then you have murder enters, death enters. That's what happens. It's a spiritual thing, y'all. And that's why I said, when you go out there and you put yourself out there, you put your face out there, you need to be prayed up. You need to be in some real warfare. You need to be fasted up and ready for the fight, because you really don't know what you're coming up against. You really don't know. Like, the wickedness is real. And so I'm just getting on a rant and stuff like that, because I feel like sometimes we put our people out there and we don't have them covered. We don't have them covered. You know what I'm saying? For what's about to come up against them. This is a fight. This is the war. So hopefully we win this fight. I know that if you're on the right team, we will always win this fight. We will overcome this fight. But we just have to have discernment. We got to. I'm probably gonna watch Malcom X again, because it just threw me off, and they just murdered him right in front of his kids, y'all. Like, that right there, that's heartless. That's demonic. That ain't even natural. That's demonic. You murdered him right in front of his children. Demonic. Alright, so you guys be blessed, okay? Stay prayed up. If you don't know the truth, you need to get the truth. If you don't know Jesus or Yahushua HaMashiach, if you don't know him, you need to get to know him, because it's getting real out here. The war is getting real, okay? And I need for y'all to be prepared. I need them real prayer warriors to come on through, because y'all are valuable in this kingdom, because we know we need you. We need you. We don't need you cooking in the kitchen. We don't need you getting everybody obese. We need you putting in that spiritual work. We need you doing that. That's what we need. So, everybody have a happy Sunday. Have a good Monday too. Good morning and good night. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to cover all my bases. And I hope that everybody is blessed by this message. If you're not, and I've offended you, I would say I apologize, but I'm never going to apologize for speaking the truth. That's it's never going to happen. Did Jesus apologize for speaking the truth, or did he keep it pushing? He kept it pushing. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it pushing. But I'm going to always speak the truth, because it's truth will what? Set you free. Thank you.